create a recursive function, write a program to create a recursive function to calculate the sum of numbers from 0 to 10. A recursive function is a function that calls itself again and again. Okay, so now you need to create a recursive function here, and I would show you what is the expected output as well. So the expected output should be 55 here. So 55. So like I said, I collected this question from internet, so I was just checking that whether the question is correct or not. So create a recursive function, which means that that function should be able to call itself, and write a program to create a recursive function to calculate sum of numbers from 0 to 10. So we need to create that sums 0 to 10. So let's create a function that is def recursive. Inside that we would take a number n. Okay, and we first, whenever you create a recursive function, you need to write the ending condition when you need to end it. So if n equals to 10, in that case you need to return. Okay, let's think for it. Now we need to break it for 10. In that case, if it is 10, so for 0 it would call this function, for 1 it would call this function, it would return 10. Okay, now if I go back down, so let's keep it as if 0 is there. Okay, we will just do n plus n minus 1. Okay, so let's keep it if n equals to 0, return n. Okay, let's try to do that. And we have written this first of all. Along with this, in the recursive function, we need to call it again. So rec of n plus rec of n minus 1. So we will start this n. So we will call this once again, but let's make it a simple number here. So if it is number plus rec of n minus 1, this is what we are going to return in the else case. Okay, yes, and let's do the return return here. First we will run that and see, and then I'm going to explain you the output. Okay, and let's run this. So we need to call this rec of 10, and okay, very good, we got the answer. Let's see that how do we got the answer here very correctly. Okay, so you see that whenever you get an answer, you get a smile on your face. So everyone try to get that smile quick. So now this rec, what I did, I just created a function with any name rec, and it takes a number n. Whenever you write a recursion, just hammer in your mind, just take it in your mind that whenever you write a recursion, first thing you need to write a base condition. Base condition means where your loop will stop. So I have written here, if my n is equals 0, in that case you need to return n. Okay, now I would explain you what is this base condition. Let's see the else part first. So in the else, so right now the n value is 10. So in your computer, now the n value is kept as 10. So it goes to the function, this condition is not followed. So it would go into else. Else what it says that return 10 plus. Now see, it would go to rec n minus 1, which means that it would call this function, which means it would call rec of 10 minus 1, that is 9. So now understand, this is called as recursion. Inside this function is not completed, but you again make a call to itself. That is the same function you have called yourself. Tring, you called yourself. So 10 plus rec of 9. Now this rec of 9, this is what it needs to return. But first it would solve this rec of 9. So this 10 would remain as it is. Plus rec of 9, again this condition is not followed. So in else part it would go return n. So n is right now 9. Okay, this n is now changed to 9 because we have passed here 10 minus 1, that is your 9. So 9 plus again rec of 9 minus 1, that is 8. Okay, now this process would continue in the same way. 10, 9, rec of 8, then you would get in the same way 10, 9, 8, rec of 7. So it would be like 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus rec of 0. Now the moment it comes to rec of 0 here, okay, the moment it comes to rec of 0, what it will do, it would check if n is equals to 0. Yes, it is 0. So it would return n in that case. Now understand, this n return is for this call. So this rec of 0 would be converted to 0. Now all the addition would happen. 0 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3. Okay, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 10. So 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 6, 6, 21, 21 plus 7, 28, 28 plus 8, that is your 36, 36 plus 9, 45, 45 plus 10, 55. So in this way, this happens. Just simple, it would go in a loop like this: 10, rec 9, rec 8, rec 7 till rec 0. Then rec 0, you would get a value and then it would go back. I would explain you recursion with a story you will never ever forget. See that. Imagine that there is a line here, okay, and we have all the candidates standing here, and they are standing on a number. So first position, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position. So what it says that you need to count what is the value in front of you. So let's say this person gets one burger, okay, one burger. Now this person, how many burger he would get? He would get one plus his number, that is 1 plus 2, that he would get 3 burgers now. This person would get 3 plus his number, that is 3, 3 plus 3, 6 burgers he would get. Same way, this number would get 6 plus 4, that is 10. And this person would get 10 plus 5, that is 15. Now, if you think of it, this simple scenario, imagine that this 5 person are standing in queue and Domino's gave them an offer that, okay, let's not say Domino's, we will say Domino's to keep it very free. Now they gave you offer that you would get a burger, garlic burger, whatever it is, based on your number and the total number of burgers in front of you. So here it is 1. He's standing on one position, so he got 1 burger. The first person starts with the 1 burger. Then second, 1 plus his number, 1 plus his number. Simple as that. Okay, now if you think for it, I would show you a demo here, that rec of 10 instead of rec of 10, if I just give here rec of 5, because we are 5 person in this story, let's give 5 and see, we got exactly the 15 answer which I was shouting. So this is exactly recursion. Understand from this story, people are standing, they need to count, they need to check the number. That's as simple as that. Now, what you will do here, just think for it. Let's say the name of this, also we will give a character the names. So the first person standing here is Gajodhar. Then we have Mike. Then we have Gangadhar. Okay. Then we have, okay, suggest some cool name, guys, in the comment section, so that from the next story, we have very cool names. Suggest it right now. Okay. That would help me. And then we have Raju, and then we have Kaju. So we got this. Now see that how difficult it is. So I would write here Raju, and this is Kaju, and this is Gangadhar. Now just imagine that how difficult it is for Kaju to keep counting all that stuff. There, guys, everyone trust me that everyone just try to keep yourself in place of this Kaju story and try to understand that how difficult is this for him. Very difficult. Very means very difficult. He needs to just keep counting everything. So what he does, he makes a simple thing here. He says that, okay, Raju, let's make a deal. Whatever is your total bread, okay, he says that okay, bro, Raju, come here. Whatever is your total number, just tell me that total number, and I would add my number to it. This is exactly recursion. Exactly, this is your recursion. Just a second. Yes, exactly, this is your recursion. You ask your front member to do its task. This would ask him to do his task. This would ask him to do its task. And this would ask him to do his task. Now, Gajodhar is the person who 100% knows how many breads he has. So Gajodhar would say that I have 1 bread. Mike would has his number to it, 1 plus 2. So Mike in total had now 3 breads. Now Mike would say this to the behind guy, and he would say that, okay, Gangadhar is standing there. So Gangadhar name's number is 3, 3 plus 3. So Gangadhar got here, okay, Gangadhar got here 6 breads. Now same way Gangadhar would say the next person behind him 6, okay, and his number, that is Raju's number, is 4 here. So 6 plus 4, 6 plus 4, he got 10. And see, the problem for Kaju is solved. He got 10 here, his number is 5, 10 plus 5, that is 15. This is called as recursion. You recursively call your front member and understand the base is very important here. Remember, from our complete playlist, Gajodhar is the hero. And for recursion, base is the hero. You need to write the base condition, and this is the base condition. If you want more problem or recursion, just comment it down. And don't forget to comment some cool names also. If you find it little difficult, try to rewind it and watch it.